Time is 7:10, and as we got through Halloween. Halloween is like your one big, like, candy fix, all in one shot, usually in one night or a couple of days afterwards. But when we get toward the holidays, it turns into like a month-long, maybe month and a half long snack fest. You don't even realize it, because not only do you have what you're making and stuff that you do for your maybe Thanksgiving holiday things, but everybody brings stuff in. You get that popcorn that you think that you're not going to eat, that big bin that's like the gift popcorn. I'm just going to have one, and next thing you know, your whole face is buried in it, and then your face is orange from the the cheddar cheese or whatever. So we're here to talk about things that we can do to even through the holidays to protect our teeth, and also talk about some other things with Dr. Kelly Smudde from Smudde Dentistry, yourvalenciadentist.com. How are you this morning?
I'm great, George. How are you?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, tell me a little bit about this, because this is the time of year. Like I said, Halloween is one big push, and we talked about that last time you were here. But this is kind of like the month-long kind of. We're going to keep snacking. What do people need to think about when they're snacking over the holidays?
Since Thanksgiving is coming, people just eat and eat and eat, and of course we use our teeth to eat. So this is when we start the holiday season, and people are worried about getting their teeth done. And so from now on, since it's November, we're worried about people's insurance expiring and people getting in to get all their last insurance benefits done. And so we tend to get pretty busy from now until the end of the year at the dental office.
Exactly. So aside from that, though, and fillings, crowns, etc., is also maybe a good time, because holiday photos are coming up. And maybe we think about our teeth whitening. You offer that as well, right?
That's a great point. This is the time of the year when everyone goes and gets those holiday photos, because everyone's in for the holidays and everyone's celebrating with their families. So now is the time that a lot of people think about whitening their teeth and all the cosmetic procedures that they're going to do. So a lot of times we focus on whitening around this time of the year. There's a few different options if you're going to do something cosmetic with your smile. One thing that a lot of people do is they'll come to us and say, hey, what can I do quickly to enhance my looks or my smile? And the quickest, easiest, least expensive thing that we tell people to do is, if you wanted to whiten your teeth, they can do tray whitening. And it's a pretty simple thing that a lot of people end up doing. And we just take impressions, and then they can do the trays at home on their own. And then every other night, until they're happy with their smile, they're in control. And they can whiten their teeth as much or as little as they want. And if they have crowns or bridges or anything, they could just not whiten those areas. A lot of people have bridges or crowns or something in back, and they just whiten the fronts. Or they can whiten the tops and not the bottoms, and just match everything up on their own if they want. And so that's the tray whitening. Or they can have us do it for them in the office, and that's called in-office Zoom or in-office laser whitening. So those are the two main prescription whitening formulations that we do in our office, and it's a lot quicker than anything that you'd find in other places. So the in-office options are usually quicker and faster, and they work pretty well.
And can you work around, like I have, these are veneers, and of course they would be a different color if I tried to whiten the rest of my teeth.
They look great. You have a great dentist.
Why, thank you. They were done quite a while ago. Actually, this one's pretty fat, because this one this was a tooth that had moved back after I had braces. But even still, so you can work around that, or be able to whiten the veneers as well and make everything match up.
We can't whiten something restoration that's already been done.
Right.
So if you have a crown or a veneer or something on your front teeth, those won't whiten. Those colors are pretty stable. But what people do is they whiten the teeth all around them, because what happens is, once you have a crown or a veneer, a lot of people have had them done years ago. And so what happens is the crowns and the veneers, they stay white, and then the teeth around them darken. And so people say, oh, you can see the difference between the teeth. And so if you whiten your natural teeth, it'll match more the teeth that were done years ago, so then you can see it less noticeably. Or if you're planning on getting a crown or a veneer or anything cosmetic done, we tell people to whiten their teeth first, so that they're really happy with their color, and then get veneers or crowns done, that it'll be a really good cosmetic outcome, and that's a good order to do it in. And so now is a really good time to think about those issues if you're gonna do anything cosmetic or have pictures or anything with your family. It's nice to whiten everything up.
In cosmetic dentistry, you can actually do things with smiles that don't require orthodontia and things like that, and with different most of it kind of looks like.
Yeah, we talk to people and have a nice consult done, and we decide how much time do you want to spend. We love the orthodontics because we don't touch the teeth very much. We move them around, but it requires some time if you want to do orthodontics.
And as I learned as an adult, it could be much more painful than the kids who handle it. Let me tell you,
your bone is more solid in there.
Yes.
And the kids don't complain. They don't seem to notice. They're so busy doing other things. But adults, orthodontics a little bit harder, but it's still a really good option if you want to straighten your teeth. But if you want it done in 2 weeks, people do crowns or veneers, and then you have your teeth straight in 2 weeks.
Right.
But we are touching tooth structure. So, we have a really good conversation about what exactly do you want? Do you want us to touch your tooth structure, or do you want us to not touch your tooth structure and you can do straightening, but it'll take about a year?
Right.
So it's all, and sometimes 6 months. We do have the 6-month options.
Dr. Kelly Smudde Advanced Cosmetic Dentistry. And located on Turney Road in Valencia. Is it there's a dental complex? Or
it's the whole office. The building is dental.
That's right. You can look at it. It's tooth colored, kind of. Not the right color tooth, but even still, maybe you could use some whitening. At yourvalenciadentist.com, appointments 388-5369. Wishing you a very, very happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
May the teeth cleanings be plentiful and the root canals be minimal.